up next. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K.
Well, Devin.
Special talent indeed. David, thank you. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. Now here's Ayton. Oubre kicks to Rubio. Booker in the corner. A 3-pointer off the mark. And Adams has got the ball here for the Thunder. It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer. That one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the second dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line. Throws the sneaky elbow here and there. Commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Oubre with the steal. Fast break, here come the Suns. On the wing, Booker. The pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. Good on the bucket. Booker's got his second basket of the night.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Paul, and he uses the glass on the layup. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Paul against Rubio. Johnson outside. Booker in the corner. And here we go with Adams running it up the court. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Booker with it. He's picked up by Paul. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Ayton. Gallinari with the steal. Pushing it up. Paul passes to Dort. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Paul finds Adams. Over Ayton. And Adams with the basket on the assist by Paul. It's all knotted up.
Chris Paul at his best right there on that kind of play. A legendary distributor who spots the open man.
No good from Booker.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And it's Phoenix's ball. Pass to Rubio. Booker looking around. On the wing, Johnson. Back to Booker. And that one drops for him. Booker's got 6. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
And here we go. Carter heading to the hoop. Sharge passes to Booker. Takes a 3. Rebound by Muscala.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. That's good for Muscala. And the Suns making a change here. Jerome is checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Here's Jerome. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here, and it's Baines missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
It's his first trip to the line.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
With Schroeder, it's all about speed. He just changes direction and shifts into another gear, Kevin. That's where his advantage lies.
Jerome, no good. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Watch out, Terrence Ferguson on a flight path.
So it's Phoenix now. They trail by 1. Carter against Schroeder. Right wing. Here's Saric. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Now here's Schroeder. There's Noel. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
And stolen by Noel. Here's Schroeder. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. And if you're wondering whether players watch the standings, check.
One thing we have to do is stop comparing ourselves.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
So the Thunder 5 right now. We've got Ferguson, Diallo out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Mike Muscala, and it's Noel in at the 5 down low. Now, here is Muscala. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. And it's Schroeder missing.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Kaminsky with the ball. He's guarded by Schroeder. Now Carter. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 5 to shoot. The Suns need to get a shot off. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Phoenix making some changes. Andre Ayton's checked in for Aaron Baines. Kelly Oubre comes in for Bridges. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. Pass to Dort. It's stolen by Kaminsky. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Rubio, the pass to Oubre. It's stolen by Adams. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. Oklahoma City shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Gilgeous-Alexander, such an intriguing prospect coming out of Kentucky. I can't wait to watch in a new system how it is that he starts to understand and develop further his offensive play.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I'd go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Oubre on the wing. Passes it to Ayton. Rubio in the corner. Poked away. Back to Ayton. And he banks in the layup.
And Rubio just waiting for the shooter to get open and then gets the assist.
And Ricky Rubio last season signing a 3-year, $51 million deal with the Suns to take over the reins at point guard.
Well, you think it's been a bit of a rudderless team since Steve Nash's departure. You have a 2-guard that's one of the best scorers in the league. What better way than to bring in a veteran who loves to play both ends of the court, is unselfish, and shows you what it's like to be a pro. Ricky Rubio has done that for the organization.
Now Gallinari after Devin Booker missing on that last 3-pointer. Count it.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover for opposing guards, especially at his size.
Booker with no one around misses the 3.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Dort. He's covered by 8. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, love the aggressive play here from Adams. He gets the shot he wants, and now another opportunity to challenge himself at the free throw line.
So for the Suns, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Ayton. Sharch comes in for Oubre, and it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. Ferguson's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Paul. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Johnson's got the ball, and he gets it to go. Baines has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Johnson kicks to Carter. Back to Johnson. For 3, Booker. It's hauled in by Adams.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Good on the shot. Ferguson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Thunder.
And I think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander knows that this is an assist play in the making. Finds the open man.
On the wing, Johnson. Carter outside. Down low. It's stolen by Adams. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points. Booker outside. They get it back.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And so it's Oklahoma.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2, a competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. The period came to a close with them. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Here's Paul. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Oubre, and it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. A 12-point game. Booker the pass to Rubio. It's stolen by Adams, and there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be his second foul of the game. To the left side wing. Up top, Adams. And there's the pass to Paul.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
All stops the dunk there. The best outcome in a bad situation.
Phoenix shooting their first free throws of the night.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Mikal Bridges checked in for Johnson. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Noel's checked in. Now here's Paul. And stolen by Ayton. Stolen away. Paul left side. Back to Noel. To the left wing. Rubio against Paul. Pass to Dort. Over Ayton. Can't hit that one. And Phoenix will come the other way.
And a former high-level recruit, Dort went undrafted, but it didn't take him long to make an NBA team and contribute.
He played around 20 minutes a game last year for OKC, and he just really prided himself on bringing toughness and defense on a nightly basis. Trust me, there's plenty other guys on that roster who can do the scoring job, so he settled in nicely and continues to work on being more consistent offensively.
Gilgeous-Alexander lays it up and banks it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a unique frame at his size and an intriguing scorer.
Ayton kicks to Oubre. Booker outside. There's the triple. Traps in the tray. 11 points in the game.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Noel. Here's Dort. Back to Noel. 5 on the clock. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. On defense, the Suns. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Noel down low. He's covered by Ayton.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Rubio in the corner. Bridges finds Kaminsky. Here's Jerome. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Clock at 6. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
Oklahoma City leading by 5. Passes it to Paul. Noel down low. Ayton's there. Tipped away. Kicks it out to Paul. A 3-ball. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. To the inside. Paul with the ball. Guarded now by Rubio. Here's Noel. The shot missing. Some solid defense from Ayton. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Terrence Ferguson comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul. Now, here's Baines.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's space and then go and corral that backboard.
Schroeder passes to Ferguson. And Adams kicks it over to Schroeder. One-on-one fast break. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Carter.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Muscala, and that one good. And the Thunder lead by 5.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Rubio outside. To the wing right side. Saric has the open look. No good on the triple. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Schroeder leading the charge. Here's Diallo. Oh, close the buzzer-beating dunk. And so it's Oklahoma City heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So the Thunder 5 right now. We've got Ferguson, Diallo out there with Mike Muscala. And then there's Steven Adams, and it's Schroeder in at the 1 spot. Now here's Booker. The pass to Johnson. Back to Booker. The tray. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Devin Booker up there in usage rate, usually one of the top 5 players in the NBA, and right there you can see why.
And Muscala kicks it over to Schroeder. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Oubre's checked in for Phoenix. And the Thunder making a change here. Now here's Adams. Here's Ferguson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Thunder lead by 8.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Baines. And here's Booker. Lets it go from deep. Again, the miss by Booker.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Now here's Schroeder. Gallinari surveying the D. Pass to Dort. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And now a 10-point Thunder lead.
Now, Gallinari does such a great job of recognizing the floor space, and that time, credit him with the assist.
Oubre with it. Booker the pass to Oubre. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Shot clock at 6. No good from Booker.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Schroeder up top, defended by Booker. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Second shot opportunity. It's good.
Great effort from Adams there. We know he has that size to take the contact, but determined on that play to get the points.
Booker outside. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. And again, it's the Suns missing. The Thunder leading by 12. And Adams kicks it over to Schroeder. Back to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
I don't know if you can have a guy that size be a surprising threat on the pick and roll, but Adams can catch the ball and finish through traffic.
And here's Booker from the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Andre Ayton's checked in for Aaron Baines, and Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. The Thunder also changing it up. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Terrence Ferguson. And it's Paul in for Dennis Schroeder.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
You think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary.
And here is Adams after Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. Adams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it out to Paul. Gallinari in the corner. The Thunder with another miss. Suns trail by 13.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Thunder.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Steven Adams.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. .29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Akobo, the pass to Diallo. 11 feet away. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. At one point, they led by 16. Passes to Baisley. Now Schroeder. Over to the left wing. From past the arc. Off target with that shot. So we see the Thunder get the win here. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the NBA on 2K Payday.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Chris Paul.
Thank you, DA. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Jazz, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard position.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovich put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high in the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average.
That's going to drive your coach crazy. Protect the basketball. He lost focus for 1 second. There goes the possession.
2 open that time, made it look too easy.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
In another area where Bogdanovich is helping the offense, Greg is doing a better job of creating for others.
I mean, he still has that shoot-first mentality, but now if he doesn't have a clean look, he's much more willing to make the extra pass, and that makes him just that much more valuable to this team. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the miss by Michael Conley. Chalk up 2 there. Paul's got his second basket.
The defense has to stay on Chris Paul. He has a quick trigger on the catch and shoot.
Gobert can't hit. The Thunder have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. 3-pointer. Paul finds Gallinari. Here's Dort. Rebounded by the Jazz. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
This is what Shea excels at, navigating shot blockers in the paint and finishing.
Here's Conley. Good work defensively by Paul. The Thunder have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Paul passes to Dort. Back to Paul. Oklahoma City moving it around. And it's good for 2. Adams has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
Thunder have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by Mitchell. Here's Adams. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Adams has got 6 points. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Here's Noel following the bucket by the Jazz. Diallo the pass to Noel. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
The drive by Mitchell. And then Mitchell hit the dunk.
Oh, that's easy offense. Hard to stay in front of Mitchell. It takes a collective effort defensively.
Schroeder dishes to Muscala. Pass to Noel. Can't cash in from close range.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
And it's Mitchell missing. The Thunder leading by 4. Schroeder, left side. He feeds it to Muscala. To the middle. Here's Noel. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Mitchell passes to O'Neal. And the rejection by Noel. Here's Gobert. Back to Mitchell. 26 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to Diallo. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Inside. Shoots it. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Nice job by Rudy Gobert. What concentration on that shot by the big fella.
Down low. Here's Noel. And Noel throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder in the... When it comes to the art of providing leadership, CP3...
The guys on the team already tell me.
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
We've got Bojan Bogdanovic, Emmanuel Mudiay out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Davis, and it's O'Neal in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Free throw good, Davis. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Bogdanovic. The Thunder also changing it up. Adams, he's checked in for Noel. Gallinari comes in for Mike Muscala. And Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 6-point game. Here's Adams. Now the pass to Ferguson. Back to Adams. Out to Gallinari. Shot clock at 5. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. They get it back. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Not the last time we'll see that. Adams is so powerful and loves to take it to the defense.
The Thunder shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. Mike Conley's checked in for the Jazz. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Dort's checked in. Up it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Mudiay.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
The Jazz shooting 47%, pretty solid. He dishes it to Davis. Mudiay pass to Conley. Jazz passing it around. And here's Mudiay. The 3. Conley's shot is off.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
A couple years ago, after making all-rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But, Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
Jazz trail by 5. To the left wing. That's tipped. Gallinari with the steal. And there it is for him.
He'll do this to you all day. Gallinari working off the ball, getting the look he wants.
Loads it up for Davis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Paul dishes to Adams. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Conley Yep, that one goes in there.
You won't find many players with the quickness of Mike Conley. He can dice you up.
Gallinari on the wing to the paint. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's tipped. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And the basket by Ingles.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Adams against Moutier. Adams' shot is good. And that's 11 points for Steven Adams.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is. That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
The Thunder leading by 3. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Such a wide open look. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket of the night.
Crafty move by Shea. He's getting better and better at changing pace. They're fortunate the defender couldn't control it. Almost lost that possession.
The Jazz making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D. And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Here's Adams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Ed Davis.
A massive energy force. Adams is about 270, and that's all nasty. Very hard to contain, and he draws a lot of fouls.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Bogdanovich is checked in for Davis. Clarkson comes in for Emmanuel Moutier. And it's Mitchell in for Mike Conley. Pass to Ferguson. To the inside. And Adams with the slam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
Diallo kicks it over to Schroeder. Back to Diallo. It's Noel, high post. He's got 6. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he goes in for the dunk.
We've talked about it before. Unselfish, great awareness. Ingles willing to turn down the shot if someone can break free.
Adams, the pass to Schroeder. There's the dish to Noel. Pass to Adams. Here's Ferguson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
This is his first free throw of the game. The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe. Now Mitchell. Here's Gobert. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Steven Adams has been leading the charge for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He notched 8 points in the quarter. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome a big night so far for Steven Adams. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds. Thanks for joining.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We're seeing a tremendous game from Steven Adams.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul, and it's Dort in at the small forward position.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Knocked away to the middle. And here's Gobert. Here's Conley. No good on the shot. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses in as many attempts.
Paul passes to Adams. Rebounded by the Jazz. And now Utah, fast break. The feed to Conley. Dishes it to Gobert. Out to Conley. Back to Gobert. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then. But I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Muscala, he's checked in for Adams. And he makes both free throws.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
Out left to the wing. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him. For the Jazz, Davis comes in for Gobert. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Nerlens Noel checks in for Oklahoma City.
That time, a lot of young guys would have jacked up a shot. Patience. Man flashes open. Mitchell delivers the basketball on time.
Mudiay against Paul. Here's Muscala. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Muscala's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Tips it up. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Gallinari.
Well, he started out as a pure shooter. Bogdanovich has worked hard to become a threat off the bounce and a strong finisher.
I mean, not only does Bogdanovich stretch the floor, but he can really stretch it from beyond 30 feet.
Greg, he is blessed with incredible range and a quick trigger, might I add. You have to stay connected to Bogdanovich defensively because he can go on scoring tears where there's just no stopping him.
Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. Conley now comes in for Emmanuel Mudiay. Conley finds Gobert. Jazz passing it around. Now here's Conley. And stolen by Diallo. Passes it to Muscala. Here's Noel. He dishes it to Schroeder. Back to Noel. And he finishes nicely on the layup. 8 points for Nerlens Noel.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Ferguson, the pass to Noel. He kicks it to Muscala. Back to Noel. The pass to Muscala. To the inside. And that one's good. Noel. Noel's got 10 points.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
Defensively, you know, a little uneven in that first half, but they've been far more focused and consistent here in the second.
The Thunder leading by 8. Schroeder kicks to Diallo. Noel down low. Defended by Gobert. Back to Noel. Lets it fly from 18. Offensive rebound. Down low. Pass to Ferguson. Now here's Schroeder. And the shot goes in. Schroeder's got the lead up to 10 now for the Thunder.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 10-point lead. This is their biggest.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Ferguson, the pass to Schroeder. Noel down low. Gobert on him. That shot missing. And it's Utah the other way. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Clarkson. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one.
And that's exactly what Conley is out there to do. Love how he sets his teammates up.
Back to Schroeder. Pass to Ferguson. And Noel kicks it over to Schroeder. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Thunder have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. That's good from Noel. All free throws good from Noel. And so it's Oklahoma City enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. So on the floor for Utah, Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
This is what impressed scouts with Mitchell. 6'10" wingspan for a player who is 6'3". That's going to get you some rebounds.
Adams' shot is good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Clarkson. The rebound by Steven Adams. Oklahoma City leading by 12. And here they go. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Wide open look. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. 6 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Well, beyond the production, Mitchell gives this team energy, spirit. They ride off his adrenaline.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Here's Adams. That one, no good. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Mitchell with it. Chris Paul covering. Good work defensively by Paul. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
With the basketball in hand, no one is more patient than Paul. Waits for his man to break free.
And now the fast break. Gallinari with the ball. And that one, good. And the Thunder lead by 14.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Ingles dishes to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Clarkson passes to Bogdanovich. Fires from deep. They get it back. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Gallinari with the rebound. Oklahoma City leading by 14. And that's an intentional foul.
really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A different look for Utah. O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles, and it's Conley in for Clarkson. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Noel's checked in for Steven Adams. Clock at 6. And Paul puts up a deep 3. The Thunder with another miss.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Passes to Dort. And here is Paul. And the pass to Gallinari. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot, high post, and the shot goes down. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points this quarter.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Oklahoma City.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Steven Adams.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got. And I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Back to Paul, pass to Dort. For the 3, Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Utah with the ball. They trail by 14. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Pass to O'Neal. On the wing, Mitchell. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Here's Paul. From deep three-point range, missed. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
There was no mistaking the Thunder as they got off the bus. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington. And it's House in at the 3 spot.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Westbrook against Paul. And Adams sends it back. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Harden against Gilgeous-Alexander. House, the pass to Tucker. Now, here is Harden. Clock at 4. The putback, and Westbrook is right there.
Who can forget when Westbrook averaged a triple-double? He hits the boards hard.
Inside. Dort passes to Adams. It's good. Adams has got his second bucket tonight.
That's not who they want guarding him. I mean, the size mismatch is just too big. All he has to do is just keep attacking the rim.
From deep, Harden. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Paul dishes to Gallinari. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Here's Harden on the wing. And Harden with the stuff.
Way to showcase the court vision. Westbrook, I mean, he gets his teammates some wide open looks.
And when you think about being fashion forward, Russell Westbrook's fearlessness extends to his game day outfits.
Oh, bro, come on, G.A. Russ lives by the motto, why not? I mean, the same reckless abandon we see on the court, yeah, it's reflected in his clothing.
Here is Harden. Steven Adams making his last shot. Some solid defense from Gallinari.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Pass to Adams. Banked in off the glass. Adams has got 8 points.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Passes it to Harden. And Adams sends it back. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
And I've seen Paul make about 1 million of those passes over his career. It never gets old.
And so here is Houston following the score by Oklahoma City. And they pick up 2. Harden's got his second basket of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Stolen by Harden. Here's Westbrook. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
No matter where the play is, Westbrook comes to support it. Able to get back up court so fast.
Gallinari passes to Adams. Paul outside. Out to Gallinari. Back to Paul. And Covington sends it back. Gilgeous-Alexander against Harden. No good that time. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. And it's Paul penetrating. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Rockets trail by 6. Harden outside. Count it. Harden's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And Harden loves getting contact on his shots, showing off his true muscle and level of concentration.
Here's Adams. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first. And it goes down 2 points. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Gallinari on the wing. To the paint. It's deflected. Stolen by Tucker. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, it's nice to see Tucker drive right through the teeth of the defense. He seemingly invites contact.
So he gets them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Schroeder kicks to Diallo. Back to Schroeder. 1 second left. And no problem from Noel as he finishes at the rim.
Up and under and in. I mean, thinking on the fly with the double clutch.
Steven Adams has been leading the charge for the Oklahoma. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Thunder, we've got Mike Muscala. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Diallo. Then there's Nerlens Noel, and it's Ferguson in at the 3, the small forward. And here now the Thunder after Eric Gordon's three-pointer that didn't go. Offensive rebound. And it's Noel missing. Rockets trail by 4. Gordon goes in. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Shots good by McLemore.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And Muscala has it in the corner. That one goes in. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. The pass to Carroll. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Thunder have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Schroeder passes to Noel. Back to Schroeder. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Schroeder, and the basket is good. Schroeder's got his first basket of the night.
Great work right there on the inbounds play, getting the bucket before the D has time to react.
Rivers passes to Gordon. It's stolen by Schroeder. Here's Noel. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Jeff Green picks one up. The Thunder shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. He hits both from the stripe. And here's Gordon. To the left side wing. Here's McLemore. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Noel, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago.
Well, finally, he's getting himself to the line. He's gotten much more aggressive as the game is going on.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. Robert Covington comes in for Damari Carroll. James Harden, he's checked in for McLemore. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Austin Rivers.
He doesn't take his foot off the gas. I mean, Harden attacks the D, either finishes or gets the foul.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Dort's checked in.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. To the wing on the left. Back to Paul. Fires the three. Oklahoma City the rebound. The layup off target. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Rockets. Trailing by 2. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
And Paul stays with it. And the Thunder lead by 4.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Down low, here's Covington. Dort grabs the miss. Thunder have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Westbrook with the block.
Always in a relentless pursuit of the ball. Westbrook is capable of making stand-out defensive plays.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Now here's Paul. Gallinari passes to Adams. That shot misses. Good D by Covington. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
He's mastered the art of drawing fouls. Harden's led the league in free throws time and time again.
Daniel House has checked in for Houston. And it's tied up with that one. There's 45 seconds left in the first half of the game. Ball against Covington. Adams outside. Covington against Paul. Gallinari. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
And when Gallinari is healthy, he's such an effective player. I mean, a skilled shooter who really helps to space the floor for his team.
Ferguson's checked in for the Thunder.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Harden right side. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Harden's got the game tied up here for Houston.
The bearded one cannot be intimidated. No matter how much contact Harden takes, he'll still find a way to finish.
Here's Ferguson, and Adams with the slam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. It'll count. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And a close. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. A big night so far for Steven Adams. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and that should do it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Steven Adams.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the small forward spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. Stolen by Harden.
Intelligent defense. He reads the play. Gets himself in the perfect position to come up with the steal.
Westbrook finds Tucker. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander, and that one's good. Westbrook.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
In last season, P.J. Tucker signing a 6-figure sneaker deal with Nike, maybe helping to offset how much he spent on shoes over the years.
Yeah, G.A., the most renowned sneakerhead in this league. He owns thousands of pairs, and you'll even see him change sets in the middle of the game.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Schroeder against Covington. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks it over to Schroeder. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Covington sends it back. Pass to Rivers. And he converts the layup. Rivers has got the lead up to 2 now for the Rockets.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one is stuffed right through.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Now, here is Harden. 14 points for him. A nice shot by Tucker.
And that makes him 4 for 5. I mean, I think that's pretty good numbers. I mean, they've got to be pleased with how things are playing off so far.
Pass to Schroeder. To the inside. And Noel kicks to Muscala. Schroeder outside. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Tucker. The dish to House. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters, but ultimately your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into...
Wow, hammering it in!
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And the basket by Harden.
He's a point guard. I mean, the point guard's command in the pick and roll. Harden, he always reads it perfectly.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Muscala. Oklahoma City moving it around. Schroeder dishes to Muscala. It's rebounded by Houston. 56 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Tucker. And the shot goes in. Tucker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You got to love the lower body strength and balance Tucker has. I mean, helps him stay in control on his drives.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Diallo. Stolen by Tucker. Rivers with it. Diallo's there. He gets it in there. Now it's a 4-point Houston lead.
This is how you run the pick and roll. Rivers just knows how to break down a defense.
Diallo kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Reverses. Back to Diallo. Here's Schroeder. And that one, good. And it's 6 points for Dennis Schroeder.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And Harden with the stuff.
He's a top-tier scorer in this game. I mean, Harden only needs a few shots to fall, and then it's like watching a volcano erupt.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Noel. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Buckets ahead. They're up by 4. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Yeah, no need for hero ball there. I mean, you just need to make the right basketball play. Outstanding dish that time.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So for Oklahoma City right now, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Ferguson out there with Paul, and it's George in at the 3 spot.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Paul kicks to Gallinari. Paul's shot is off.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
In the corner, it's Gordon. Back to Westbrook. Passes it to Carroll. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Paul. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And, you know, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. Was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013. Re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view.
Now here's Westbrook. Not a lot of room. Green. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, we know for Chris Paul, Greg, it's nothing new to lead, but on Oklahoma City last year, he had to do it without being surrounded by superstars.
You know, that's okay. Paul's a guy who wants to set the table. You have to have the ball to do that, and he's at his best when directing traffic and making his teammates better.
Paul finds Adams. Goes up again. 4 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Houston leading by 5. Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
And the vertical Westbrook possesses is tremendous. I mean, he uses it to perfection on these dunks.
Drive by Adams. It's rebounded by Houston. Westbrook's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
And you really can't forget about Green's speed. So effective on the drive.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Adams right side. It's stolen by Carroll. Here's McLemore. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Dort. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Carroll dishes to Gordon. Out to the right wing. Now here's McLemore outside. The rebound by Steven Adams. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Houston making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. Robert Covington comes in for Damari Carroll. And it's James Harden in for McLemore. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That is his 1st foul of the game. Harden up top, defended by Paul. Kicks it out to Covington. Houston moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Bucket is good. And the Rockets lead by 7.
Fearlessness. Gordon using his strength to get off a good quality look inside.
Paul passes to Adams. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Stolen by Tucker. And it's the Rockets on the break. Harden's got the ball, and yes, it's good. Harden's got the lead up to 9 now for the Rockets.
Oh, what hustle from Harden. Just sprinting down the floor in transition, finding a great shot as a result.
The pass to George. The 8-footer. And again, it's Oklahoma City. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Eric Gordon. Knocked loose. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Oh, yeah, a little room for error now. We'll see what they run.
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Yeah, but you can't fail to protect the ball. That's the likely result. Those types of turnovers.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Well, I think it's Gordon's diverse skill set that makes him a great supporting player. He can fill any gaps in your game on offense or defense.
Perfectly done at the strike there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
Dort passes to Adams, trying to find Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets it to him, and he gets it to go.
And where some feel stressed, Gilgeous-Alexander feels strength. Love the confidence from the young fella.
Here's Harden. Kicks it out to Covington. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal.
No time to waste on this possession.
Yeah, they got to get into the play fast and execute. It's your only hope.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Westbrook. Gallinari against Gordon. Outside Covington. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. Another miss by Houston. So Houston wins it. It was up for grabs right until the final. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for Chris Webber, Greg.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's almost time for action here in Oklahoma City. And as the looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Andre Ayton out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the three, the small forward. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. And stolen by Ayton. Rubio finds Oubre. To the middle. Here's Johnson. Lays it up off the glass. Johnson's got the first points of the night for the Suns. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the five. Because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
What a fantastic offensive rebounder. Ayton's so good at using his physical advantages.
And Dort gets it to go.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Rubio, the pass to Johnson. He kicks to Ayton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. No good from Booker.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Got a piece of it. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Adams. And Adams with the slam.
What a pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's capable as a scorer, but finds his teammate there.
And becoming more of a playmaker. Doris, I think that's where Adams made the most in terms of improvement last season.
The numbers would back that up, Greg, because he practically doubled his assist rate. The Thunder actually ran their offense through him a little bit more often, and the team shared the ball more as a whole. For Brad Stevens, he said OKC was one of his favorite teams to watch last season, and there were many people who felt the same way.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And the Suns making a change here. Saric is checked in. Here's Booker. Ayton up top. Pass to Rubio. And Saric kicks to Rubio. For three, Booker. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
You have to be able to think quickly and make great decisions. And in the catch and shoot, Devin Booker doing work.
And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense.
And Devin Booker in the third year of that 5-year, $158 million contract. Coming off his first All-Star selection and his most efficient scoring season. Man, it's hard to imagine what's coming next.
I think, Greg, he's desperate to make the playoffs, right? He's doing his part. He's improving on the defensive end. He's been an eye-popping scorer throughout the early part of his career. Now it's all about, can he create team success?
Booker with no one around, offline with his three. Thunder have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And the wide open shot from Paul, and a miss there on the triple.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
No good from Booker.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down. Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Diallo, he's checked in for the Thunder. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And it's good for 2.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
So here's Diallo. He's guarded by Kaminsky. Carter outside, out to the wing. Jerome passes to Carter. In the corner, it's Bridges. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Schroeder looking around, knocked away. Here's Jerome. Over Diallo. And the shot is long.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
And there's the pass to Noel. And here is Muscala. Ferguson kicks to Muscala. Inside. And slam dunk by Noel.
And that's an example of his athleticism, right? Nerlens Noel, the ability to leap up and ram it home.
Carter, the pass to Jerome. Kaminsky in the corner. Carter outside for three. That one misses. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Thunder lead by 3. We've got more in store for you right. Well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some...
It sounds so generic to say we have fun.
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
On the court for the Suns, we got Frank Kaminsky. Bridges out there with Johnson. Then there's Carter, and it's Jerome in at the point. Schroeder dishes to Gallinari. Here's Noel. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Suns trail by 3. Stolen. Schroeder, right side. Pass to Ferguson. To the paint. Back to Noel. Out to Gallinari. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one's not going to go. Now the Suns take it the other way. Here's Jerome. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Johnson finds Kaminsky. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. And he hits it to tie the game up.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Passes it to Noel. Out to Gallinari. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Jerome. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. CJ McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on it. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Suns. 4-point game. There's the pass to Booker. Ayton trying to break free. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
Both free throws good from Booker. And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
And that one's good, Ayton.
Well, that's a determined scorer right there. DeAndre Ayton showing a little toughness on the interior finish.
Pass to Paul. He feeds it to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. For 3, Booker. That shot is off. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Gallinari. Here's Adams, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You know, sometimes we bemoan the lack of physicality in the league these days. That is not something that applies to Mr. Steven Adams.
Muscala, he's checked in for Gallinari. And the Suns making a change here as well. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Rubio, the pass to Baines. Looking for Adams, he gets it there. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams.
Steven Adams will leave no doubt when he's near the cup.
Suns trail by 6. Booker outside. He dishes it to Oubre. Launches it. That's good from Booker on the assist by Oubre. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter. The drive by Paul. Adams, the pass to Dort. Oklahoma City moving it around to the inside. And Adams with the slam.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Booker outside. Passes it to Baines. Oubre on the wing. Back to Baines. For 3, Booker. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Saric. Gilgeous-Alexander against Oubre. That doesn't fall. Can't drop his first shot. A drive by Paul. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists tonight. And so it's the Oklahoma.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, a competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much danger. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We're seeing a tremendous game from Steven Adams.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Rubio, the pass to Johnson. Back to Rubio. Kicks it out to Johnson. At the top of the key, Ayton. Here's Rubio. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Gallinari outside. Paul outside. Here's Dort. He's guarded by Johnson. And the rejection by Ayton.
Boy, really tough to score on DeAndre Ayton. Such a patient shot blocker, guys.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Kept alive. Feeds it to Oubre. Pass to Booker. From deep. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You've got to keep Ayton off the glass. A second chance opportunity, easy.
Paul dishes to Adams. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
In the corner, it's Oubre. Ayton kicks to Booker. Fires the 3. Drills it from outside. Booker's got 11 points.
Now, this guy has such a versatile offensive skill set. Devin Booker is a threat once he steps across the half-court line.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Muscala's checked in.
You know, you think back to DeAndre Ayton's college career, he demonstrated three-point range. And while he's eager to show that in the NBA, the Suns want him to attack the rim.
Here's Schroeder. That one doesn't drop. Now the Suns take it the other way. Bridges with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And Monty Williams said offensively, Ayton's got to be 80% beast, 20% shooter.
The reason they say that, Greg, is they want him to exploit the elite physical tools he brings to the game. If he can draw more fouls, he can get to the free throw line. And he's such a good shooter there, it only makes sense.
And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Kaminsky. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. There's 1:54 left to play in the third. It's stolen by Carter. Booker inside. Misses from close range.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Got a hand on it.
Oh, Dario Saric sends it back. Go ahead, sir.
Booker the pass to Bridges. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Bridges has got it all tied up now for Phoenix.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Wow, hammering it in.
What a remarkable vertical. Nerlens Noel demonstrating what a sensational athlete he is.
And they take the lead. Booker's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Suns. The Thunder have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. It's Noel, high post. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Diallo the pass to Noel. Carter pulls it in.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
The Suns have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Here's Saric, and slam dunk by Saric.
Well, what I love is the aggressiveness of Dario Saric, making sure he leaves no doubt.
Now the pass to Muscala. And there's the feed to Noel. Out left to the wing. Here's Ferguson. Makes it off the glass. Ferguson's got his first points of the night.
Wow, look at the way the big man Noel set up his guys, puts the pass in the perfect position, easy shot.
Pass to Baines. For 3, Booker. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Noel's got his 4th rebound in this one. Over to the wing. Good if it goes. And that one released in time, but no good.
Mikal Bridges doesn't take a possession off. You love his willingness to harass the offensive.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. The Suns on top, up by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Inside, Saric and Baines. Then it's Ricky Rubio. Then it's Bridges. And it's Okobo in at the 2. Saric passes to Bridges. Back to Saric. Down low. Here's Baines. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Here's Ferguson. Rubio with the rebound.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Out to Saric. Takes the 3. Connects from three-point range.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And Adams with the slam.
Well, you love when Steven Adams shows his strength. Even with the defense in his grill, he finds a way to score.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Dort's checked in.
And Dario Saric, the homie, as he was known in Philly, a Croatian finesse forward for this team.
You know what I love about Dario is here's a big man who can space the floor with his shooting. He can balance that with an ability to make plays off the dribble. He's a really sneaky cutter and a very opportunistic rebounder. I mean, this is a big man who will contribute in a lot of different areas.
Here's Paul. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
When Chris Paul gets into the teeth of the defense, make no mistake, this guy's in attack mode because he wants to go to the foul line.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
And Booker kicks to Oubre. From outside the arc. To the middle. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, DeAndre Ayton, incredible size, incredible athleticism, and refuses to go down easy.
Free throw drops for Ayton. Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
Booker looking around. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Pass to Dort. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Gallinari. Oubre with the steal.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
A case in point of running the floor well in transition. Yet another way Booker can beat you.
Here's Dort, and the rejection by Ayton. And he gets it back. Here's Gallinari. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Gallinari with the pressure on him, my goodness.
Now Booker. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Ayton. And the layup's good off the glass. Ayton's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Suns.
Big man puts it on the deck, gets to the cup. Nice.
Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Paul. To the inside. Adams. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's Booker from the arc. On the wing, Johnson. And Adams sends it back.
Well, so good at anticipating when shots are going to go up. Steven Adams terrific protecting the basket.
And it's Phoenix's ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. Ayton, the pass to Oubre. And here's Booker from the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
And it's Adams on the follow.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboards.
For 3, Booker. No good, shot missing. And the Thunder going the other way now.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Oubre passes to Booker. From deep three-point range, offensive rebound. Ayton, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I'll tell you, when DeAndre Ayton is looking to score, he is a handful. Forces the defense into a compromising situation.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
Well, what a performer this guy is. Game is on the line. He stands up and delivers.
There's the pass to Baisley. Here's Nader. And it's off from three-point range. So the Suns win it. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by And before we get...
Kevin, thanks.
What a great guy. DA, thank you for that. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the small forward. Now, here's Mitchell. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand, but in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning, and that's where you have to keep your focus.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Thunder. Inside shot, and it's Adams getting it to go.
Steven Adams, a workhorse down low like that. Once he's got position, he'll want the ball.
Gallinari against Bogdanovich. Tries again, and Gobert with the lay-in.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Paul. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover for opposing guards, especially at his size.
And Paul played in his 10th NBA All-Star game last year after having missed the event 3 years in a row.
And some of that could have been health, and then obviously some of it was fit with other teams. But this Thunder offense has really played to Chris Paul's strengths and working through a ton of options, sometimes playing deep into the shot clock. Again, highly efficient and one of the best mid-range players, and then working alongside Steven Adams. This has been a bit of a symphony here.
Here's Gobert following the basket by Chris Paul. Adams, some nice D.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively. Look, they're not going to play a perfect game, but so far they are 5 of 5, and the D has to be concerned.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists tonight. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Conley the pass to Gobert. Count it, his second make in 4 attempts.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
Now here's Paul. Inside, Adams. And Adams with the slam.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
They get a hand on it. Here's Mitchell. And there's the pass to Ingles. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Here's Mitchell. That shot off. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Paul against Conley. Paul kicks to Gallinari. Paul right side. And Adams with the slam.
This is why you love Chris Paul running your offense. Just move without the ball, find some space, and the ball will find you.
Gobert can't hit. Oklahoma City leading by 8. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. Paul passes to Gallinari. Gilgeous-Alexander against Mitchell. The kick out to Adams, and stolen by Bogdanovich. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's Ingles. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
Now here's Paul. He can't get that one. Gobert with the defensive effort. Here's Mitchell. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Paul. Three-pointer. No good on that one. The Jazz go the other way with it. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Mitchell. And he finishes the break with a lay-in.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge. And if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Paul surveying the floor. The dish now to Adams. Gobert with the block, but they recover it. The shot by Paul, no good.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And they're scoring pretty well. And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell, who recently...
Everybody had their reputations of what we...
And you know, Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Utah, they've got Davis, Emmanuel Mudiay out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then it's O'Neal, and it's Gobert in at the 5.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
Ferguson, the pass to Noel, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Emmanuel Mudiay picks one up.
And Nerlens Noel, since coming into the league, seemingly has fought an uphill battle to try to find a role on a team where he can consistently make key contributions. Let's hope it's now.
I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Here's Muscala after Ed Davis's score. And that one's good. Noel.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
It's stolen by Schroeder. Out to the right wing. To the paint. And Noel gets it to go on the assist by Schroeder. Noel's got the lead up to 8 now for Oklahoma City. Mudiay dishes to O'Neal. Back to Mudiay. Down low and stolen by Noel. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. The slam dunk by Diallo.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Shot good by Diallo. And now a 12-point Oklahoma City lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
O'Neal kicks to Mudiay. Pass to Davis. To stop the run. Back to Clarkson. From deep. Gets a hand on it. Davis on the follow. Davis has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
And Schroeder's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. It's Noel, high post. It's stolen by Moutier. And the rejection by Noel.
Noel in there to intimidate and does so there.
Goes back up. Davis kicks to Moutier. The Jazz working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. Tipped away. Davis, the pass to O'Neal. Davis on the follow. Davis has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Jazz.
Well, that's a refreshing workman's approach to the game. Davis there beats everyone on the rebound and then finishes strong.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul. And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for O'Neal. Mitchell, he's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And Mike Conley subbed in for Emmanuel Moutier. Ingles in the corner. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ingles. The Thunder leading by 10. Pass to Adams. Out to Gallinari. Back to Adams. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Jazz have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Mitchell's shot is good.
And man, does Mitchell get buckets, and from everywhere on the floor. A versatile offensive threat.
Paul finds Adams. It's stolen by Ingles. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Mike Conley.
Just can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket. That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to a competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. Such a tremendous floor leader, CP3. That's all for now. Say goodbye to...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nerlens Noel really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Conley. Gallinari with the rebound. The Thunder leading by 6. Paul outside. The Thunder with another miss.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
And there's Gobert putting it right back in. Gobert's got 6 points.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Now here's Paul. He has 6, and the shot goes in. He's got 8.
There you go, finally getting one to drop. They have to be a little better now, starting 1 for 5 in this half.
Mitchell right side to the paint. Out to Conley. Passes to Mitchell. Lets it go with a 3. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And when he's hitting from deep, Mitchell's practically unguardable. Can't crowd him out there. He'll just drive right around you.
Gobert with the block.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Count that one.
And a little contact on the shot, but Conley with the laser focus on the finish.
Oklahoma City has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Mitchell against Gilgeous-Alexander. The offensive rebound. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Well, he's such a big guy, Adams, but he does move quite well, and that helps his ability to get to the free throw line.
Both teams will make substitutions. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Tries yet again, and it's finished off inside by Gobert. Gobert's got 4 this quarter.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Mike Muscala is checked in for the Thunder. And Utah also making a switch. Mitchell's checked in. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Utah. Trailing by 4. Schroeder kicks to Noel. Ferguson, the pass to Schroeder. And here's Diallo. He's covered by Clarkson. 6 to shoot. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Schroeder passes to Muscala. He kicks to Noel. Back to Muscala. Changes up. They shoot again.
And what defense there from Gobert. Putting that wingspan to work and not allowing anything easy inside. They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Jazz trail by 6. Clarkson on the wing to the inside. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert. And that's 12 points for Rudy Gobert.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
And Noel kicks to Ferguson. Back to Noel. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Diallo the pass to Noel. Count it. Noel's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. For the Thunder, Alinari comes in for Noel. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Diallo. Then for the Jazz, Joe Ingles comes in for Gobert. And it's Mike Conley in for Clarkson. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Ferguson kicks it over to Schroeder. Inside. Muscala gets the bucket. 6 seconds left in the third. Conley with a wide open look. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Oklahoma City holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Jazz trail by 8, so on the floor for Utah. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. And it's O'Neal in at the 3. And here's Conley outside. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Now Paul. From deep. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Mitchell outside. Paul grabs the board. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Back to Muscala. And he dunks it down.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that. Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Muscala, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. And the Thunder making a switch here. Adams checked in, and Utah with a change here too. Gobert's checked in. Paul against Conley. Paul passes to Adams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it out to Paul from downtown. The shot that time not on target.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And here's the fast break. Gallinari leading the way. Stolen by Conley. And now Ingles pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Deflects the pass. Whistle blows. And that's going to be a travel. Oklahoma City leading by 8. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Adams out to Gallinari. Paul outside. To the middle. And Adams gets it to go down on the assist by Paul. And the Thunder lead by 10.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And that one, good. 11 points for Donovan Mitchell.
And it's great to see Bogdanovich spreading the ball out. I mean, possesses good size, which allows him to see over defenders.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. It's stolen by Gobert. Bogdanovich against Paul. Here's Ingles. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Drive by Adams. Kicks it out to Paul. Adams down low. Over by Conley. And the wide-open shot from Paul drills the three-pointer.
And once Paul makes up his mind, he does not hesitate on that play and is developing his three-point game later in his career.
Here's Mitchell. Off target from three-point range.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
And the pass to Dort. Back to Gallinari. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots the 3. Oklahoma City gets a new shot clock. Adams down low. Gobert on him. Adams' shot is good.
It'd be great if Steven Adams develops that shot consistently. That'll open up some offense.
Conley dishes to Gobert. Back to Conley. Pass to Mitchell. On the wing, Ingles. And here's Gobert. Back to Mitchell. Outside, Bogdanovich. Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Gobert. Mitchell trying to free himself. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Rudy Gobert. Paul outside. .43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Adams. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Thunder lead by 11.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Pass to Schroeder. Inside, Muscala dishes to Schroeder. To the right side. Puts up a three. That one no good. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built
come out of the... Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the small forward. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. Gallinari attacking Adams. No good. And it's Houston the other way. Right block shot. Tucker can't get it to go. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Thunder. Here's Dort. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide open look.
Back to Westbrook. Covington against Gallinari. Just 5 to shoot. Covington kicks to House. Launches a 3. The rebound by Steven Adams.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
And it's Houston's ball. Here's Westbrook. Oh, what a dunk!
Boy, that time Russell Westbrook going for the spectacular with a little extra pizzazz.
And that corner 3, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes it, makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter. Love when Harden uses that great leaping ability to finish with power.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Pulls up and looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
There are very few any better than Harden at the and one. He's an expert. He looks for the contact, initiates it, gets it, and still finishes. You can't be too physical with him.
Gordon's checked in for the Rockets. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And the dunk by Covington.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Paul passes to Noel, and Noel throws it down.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
And Tucker kicks to Gordon. Off target from outside. Thunder trailing by 3. Here's Ferguson. The feed to Noel. Shoots over Tucker. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. And it's Houston on the break. Harden's got the ball. Paul grabs the board. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Gallinari attacking, and Gallinari throws it down.
And how about the ferocious take? Gallinari proving he can drop an absolute hammer when he wants to.
Harden right side from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harden's got 8 points. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And Noel throws it down.
They know he's looking for him, so it's easy to see why Paul's teammates love it.
The Rockets have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. In the corner, it's Gordon. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Oklahoma City trailing. Noel passes to Ferguson. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Well, there's nothing like being unselfish as a player, and Noel was outstanding in that regard. Reading the entire floor and finding his guys for high percentage shots.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Covington in the corner. Pass to Tucker. And he feeds it to Gordon. And the rejection by Noel.
And you can just see Noel's eyes light up when the shooter attempts these shots. He's so forceful and determined in his denial.
Here's Westbrook. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Westbrook's got his second bucket.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And it's Noel missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
From deep, Harden. No good on the last second attempt there. James Harden getting it done for the Houston Rockets. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
And so in the game for the Rockets, Green is out there with DeMarre Carroll. And it's Rivers. Then there's Gordon. And it's McLemore at the 2.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Oklahoma City shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Lobbed up there for Schroeder. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those. And former 7th overall pick Ben McLemore finally seems to be finding his footing in the NBA.
You know, he was known in college, Greg, for his shooting touch, and now delivering on some of that efficiency offensively. Good to see the young man make that kind of progress.
Pass to McLemore. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The drive by Schroeder. Lays it up off the glass. Schroeder's got his first 2 points of the night. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. McLemore, no good.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
The Rockets have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. It's rebounded by Schroeder.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
To the inside, kicks it out to Gordon. Back to Green. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Steven Adams picks one up. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Rivers with it. No points in the game yet for him. Now here's McLemore outside. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Misses from short range. And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. Robert Covington comes in for DeMarre Carroll. James Harden, he's checked in for McLemore. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Austin Rivers.
Well, this guy's a pick-and-roll maestro. That's Westbrook's basketball IQ on full display.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Noel trying to break loose.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
He gets that one.
Just by nature of his style, Westbrook is going to draw contact, so he's got to be strong enough and focused enough to play through it. And he is and does.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth from that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Westbrook kicks to Harden. Kept alive by Houston. Tries again. And Westbrook with the layup. Westbrook's got the game tied up here for Houston.
Well, you look at Westbrook's profile, and he has averaged double-digit rebounds in multiple years. Nothing new about that.
Schroeder finds Gallinari. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And slam dunk by Noel.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
And finished off by Westbrook.
Westbrook has tremendous elevation for a guard. So athletic, and not only does he get high up in the air, he's strong while he's up there.
Schroeder up top. He's covered by Westbrook. Schroeder passes to Noel. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Noel's got the lead up to 2 now for Oklahoma City. Harden against Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Harden with the drive. And the rejection by Noel.
Tucker does not shy away from contact. As a matter of fact, he embraces it and looks for it. Plays with a lot of force.
The Rockets shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Both free throws good from Tucker. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. Some good moments from... And that's...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul, and it's Dort in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Harden surveying the D. Tries from 10. The putback. No dice on the putback jam. Ball's knocked loose. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. House kicks to Harden. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Harden's got 10 points in the game.
You always got to track Harden, an elusive player who knows how to get it done inside.
Kicks it out to Paul. He dishes it to Adams. Gallinari on the wing. A 3-ball. Second chance shot. And there's the nice layup by Adams. And the Thunder lead by 4.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Dort passes to Adams. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. He's got 6.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Harden outside. Puts up a 3. The shot misses. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And Harden with the stuff.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
And here is Adams. He has 6. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's looking for Tucker and finds him. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. The score now all even. Harden's got 6 here in this quarter.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence. And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
Houston moving the ball around. Harden missing again.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Here's Dort. Makes it off the glass. Dort's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted 3-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their 3-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And it's Gallinari missing.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by House. Westbrook's got 12 points in the game.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Gallinari attacking. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gallinari. And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Houston making some changes. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Now here's McLemore. He's guarded by Diallo. Here's Rivers. And the rejection by Noel. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That is his 1st foul of the game. Thunder have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the 3rd quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Deflected by Green. And he's able to get it back. Chalk up 2 there. 11 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Now Gordon. The pass to Carroll. And a missed layup. That's tipped. It's stolen by Carroll. That's the end of the 3rd, and it's all tied up. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Rivers, Gordon out there with Damari Carroll. Then it's Ben McLemore, and it's Green in at the 5, roaming the paint.
You know, one of the things I really enjoy is watching guys work on their game, and Noel has done that. Not only in becoming a lockdown post defender, but a dependable scorer, too.
Green, and Green is right there. Green's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
And that one's good. Noel.
Really got to admire how confident Noel looks from the mid-range. I mean, squaring up and knocking down these shots consistently.
Noel against Green. Back to Gordon. And Green now, top of the key. And Green slams it in.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Noel. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 4 assists in the game. The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. From deep, McLemore, and they call over the back here. Too much contact.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
Yeah, that's a good one there, man. I tell you, I appreciate the effort, but he overdid it just a bit there. He needed to get called for the foul.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Rockets. Westbrook comes in for Rivers.
And Noel really does a nice job in reading angles of shots. He really excels in avoiding box outs because he's so active, and he typically beats guys to important spots near the basket.
Here's Tucker, and the rejection by Noel. Pass to Ferguson. Back to Noel. Pass to Ferguson. Clock at 4. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. It's stolen by Carroll. Gordon goes in. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Passes it to Muscala. To the left side wing. Here's Ferguson, guarded by McLemore. Muscala, the pass to Noel, and slam dunk by Noel.
Well, I really like to see Noel looking for his offense, not making anything easy on the defense. Don't let him off the hook, Noel.
Here's Westbrook. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Thunder.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. And then for Houston, Robert Covington's checked in for Damari Carroll. And it's Harden in for Ben McLemore. Here's Harden. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. The Thunder leading by 4. Down low. Westbrook with the block.
Hey, the athleticism of Westbrook not only on display offensively, he can throw shots out of there too.
That one drops for him.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. Danuel House is checked in for Gordon. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And Adams kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Adams. Stolen by Tucker. Harden with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Count that one.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
Ball passes to Dort. Oklahoma City moving it around. Feeds to Adams. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Adams has got the lead up to 6 now for the Thunder.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
In the corner, Harden. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Paul passes to Adams. It's tipped. Now here's Paul. Kicks to Gallinari. 5 to shoot. Looks for Paul. Gets it to him. Good work there as it goes. And now an 8-point Thunder lead
late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit. Got to make anybody besides Harden shoot the ball there. I mean, he doesn't feel the pressure. He embraces this stuff. It's right in his wheelhouse. Make somebody else shoot it.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Gallinari wide open, and there's another one for the Thunder.
Off the catch, nice balance, nice rhythm. Gallinari with a good-looking shot.
The three from Harden, offline. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. Some good moments throughout this one.